from Teen Infinite, and I'm here with Romeo Lacoste. How are you?
Hey, what's up? It's Romeo.
So it is burning hot today. How are you doing in here?
I'm melting.
Is it everyone?
Yeah, but probably especially me because I thought there would be AC here, so I didn't wear shorts. I wore pants, so now I'm like really hot. Yeah.
So how does it feel to be here today?
It's pretty cool. You know, I really like coming to these events because you never know who's going to be here. It's cool to see like what's going on, and also to see like, you know, like these whole social media things. Like it's cool to see like what they're trying to do with it, how they're trying to organize people, like where they're trying to like make things happen, and like, you know, like what's the future of social media, which is pretty cool.
And you are a very famous tattoo artist.
I guess apparently I'm like in the top or #1 or pretty close to it or something.
What is the toughest tattoo that you've ever done, you think?
I mean, portraits are pretty hard. You know what I mean? Portraits are a little more difficult because they're like more realistic. So if you're like off by a hair, you know what I mean? You can make somebody's face look like Michael Jackson instead of like whoever. You know what I mean?
Have you ever messed up on something and be like, oops, sorry, or what do you do?
I mean, maybe when I first started, like a long time ago, like when I was an apprentice, but I don't really make mistakes anymore. I try to be really careful.
And how does it feel, like, since, again, you are a tattoo artist and this is a social media event, like, what does it mean to be here and have so many fans support you?
Yeah, that's really crazy. I mean, before, like, social media was, like, a thing, you know what I mean? I kind of had, like, a plan to utilize social media to, you know, become a more successful and more known tattoo artist. This was before they had, like, social media events. You know, it was just more like, you know, it was just more like a way to connect with people, but they weren't, like, internet famous, you know what I mean? But it just kind of worked out for me. I mean, I just kind of utilized tattooing, you know, celebrities and bands and stuff, and it just helped my numbers grow. And now, like, people, I guess I'm starting to get a name for myself, and it's pretty cool. It's helped a lot. You know, people recognize me everywhere I go. I have fans all over the world, so it's definitely a really big part of my life, a lot for sure.
And again, like you said, now there's events just with social media. What do you think is going to happen with social media within the next couple of years? How much bigger do you think it's going to get?
I mean, that's a really hard question because, you know what I mean? It's like more and more people are getting famous, and the numbers just keep going up, and the standards just keep going up. So it's kind of hard to you know, it's hard to know, like, you know, what's going to happen is, like, are 5-year-olds going to have Instagram? You know what I mean? And, like, what happens once everyone has a bunch of followers, and, like, who's going to be famous anymore? You know what I mean? Because, you know, like, I remember, like, a year or two ago, having like 100,000 followers was almost like having 1 million now. Like having 100,000 followers is a really big deal. It's still a big deal now, but you see a lot of people with it now. So now it's like the 1 million is almost like the new 100,000. So it's really weird. Like I don't know what's gonna happen next, you know?
And do you have a message for your fans?
Yeah, like I definitely try to promote a very positive lifestyle. Like I'm very like positive, and you know, I try to like teach my fans that, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from. You know, it doesn't matter if you were poor, if you came from a hard family. It doesn't matter where you're from. Like it's all about where you want to be and how hard you're willing to work for it. You know what I mean? I'm a strong believer that anything can happen if you want it bad enough. You know, and that's kind of like, I'm kind of like an example of that because I came from a poor family. I came from like, you know, like we were living like in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't a whole lot going on, and I just really worked really hard, made it happen, moved to LA, worked really hard, and you know what I mean? Anything can happen if you want it bad enough.
And do you have anything coming up next?
Yeah, I'm opening my own tattoo shop in North Hollywood, LA, and I'm also working on possibly going on tour, which is going to be great because I haven't really gone on tour before, and I want to connect with all my international and national fans.
And lastly, where can people find you on all your social medias?
Okay, Twitter and Instagram is at Romeo Lacoste, which is my name, and then people can also YouTube search my name, Romeo Lacoste. I just started a YouTube channel, so I'm starting to do videos, and yeah, Snapchat, Vine, all that good stuff.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a great time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And try to stay cool.
I'm trying.
Don't melt all the way.
All right, I'm trying. Thank you.
Have a good day.